All right. First and foremost,
O
we
M
got a ball in
G.
stream today, and I have to shout out my uncle Bill, who's also called Will, which I know another Will, who is absolutely stupid and needs this stream in particular. Actually, today I am going to talk a little bit about some really cool stuff in the universe. I really want to start out with a Akashic Records file that states nobody in the universe gets away with anything illegal for over 200 years, at least relative to America. America is like a promised land that which nobody is going to be forgotten, in which like we know that we have eternal souls and there's long, maybe not everybody, but at least if you come to America and follow the rules, you have a long possible life that's more than just one body. And in the Akashic, they state it takes 200 years for debt to absolve to zero, meaning the debt collectors do not work on you until year 200. And year 200, by the year 200, you're at zero. So what I found out today is actually something to do with the speed of light. So I'm going to teach you guys that today. Dude, they need to stop this. I want to use what's going on here? Why is my thing gone? Okay. Okay, there it is. Speed of light.
The speed of light is 299,792,458 times 10 to the power meters per second.
Miles per hour works. Miles per hour, great. It doesn't seem right though. Miles per hour. Oh, I guess it did. I guess it is. Divided by 60. Oh yeah, yep, it is. It's right. Okay. Miles per hour. Miles per hour. You multiply this by 24 for the hours in the day and 365.25. Okay. It's a different answer than I got before. But I was just quick mathing it earlier. This is how many meters or miles it'll go. Oh, never mind. I'm right. It isn't a different answer than before. I just didn't multiply by 200. This is the exact same answer I got earlier, pretty much. Except I typed in the numbers a little bit differently, off memory instead of actually looking it up. So this is 1.175 quadrillion miles. Basically, there's an admin possibly in the universe this many miles away, as far as the Akashic states, with infinite power that can quantum entanglement alternate from at least this far away. Now, that's wrong because that's just light, all right? And I'm not trying to tell you where the admin is and support darkness or anything like that because gravitons. Okay, it's this number plus 1.1 quadrillion miles away. There is an infinitely powerful being that is aware of every rule that America has. Knows if you break it, knows if you don't. When you commit a felony, anyone can arrest you on site. Watch this. I've had troubles with this website before because they're wording things differently. If they witness a violent crime, that actually pretty much means terrorism right there. Anything that's forced violent means terrorism, and that's a guaranteed felony right then and there. Um, so the violent crime is up to arrest them in the moment as a citizen's arrest. Yeah, you're supposed to bring them straight away, right? Okay. But anyway, this is all about the Akashic being able to read super far away. Okay. If you do something at all, a minute ago I divided by 60 and then I divided by 60 again. That's 186,000 miles per second. In 1 second, everywhere within 186,000 miles in all 360 degrees, you did what you did. And think about it this way: if you're out in space that far away using a telescope looking at you, you only have 1 second of latency to know that it's you. Now, yes, you need different technology in order to see through walls, and that's a real thing too, such as like military, heat. I mean, look at this. There's thermal. Okay, yeah, thermal cameras. Really, I just want to see the images where they're looking at people through walls. Because you can look at people through walls at the speed of light. Because what you're looking for is the light will oscillate in different ways, even in pure darkness, right? In pure darkness, it's even easier, I heard, as far as I know, because the light is changing. All right, and I don't know these things. For example, you know, personally, I don't know the science of thermal cameras, but honestly, now I'm interested. You know what? One time I was like looking at my phone. I was like, how the fuck does my phone communicate this many ones and zeros at the same time? And then I had to look it up. I researched it. It has to do with infinite order. It has to do with equilibrium theory. It has to do with redundancies, and it has to do with the way the universe works. Actually, now I want to know how a thermal camera works. I know how a little bit, but I want to know even more. Like I want to know, does it work better at night? Does it work better in the cold? Does it work better in the heat? You know, I would think that it would work worse in the heat and the light. I would think so personally. Like that would make just sense to me. But maybe not. Maybe it does. Maybe you need a better heat scanner. Like if you have military level redundant heat scanner, they don't care if it's hot. If it's a 120-degree day, boom, right? Anyway, y'all want me to talk about the 1.175 trillion miles away from Earth admin. Okay. They have to be like the military camera. If it's heat outside and it scrambles the heat waves, well, you need 5 thermal cameras and you need to know exactly what the GPS coordinates of all 5 of them are to a new computer system, and then it can penetrate and receive the data through the redundancies and be able to thermally voyeur inside of or through people's walls into people's homes and stuff like that, and see the thermal camera, right? Super cool idea. I honestly want to own one, but I feel like I'll be like creeping dude at home. I'll be like, dude, look, this guy's sleeping. Holy shit, dude. That's got to be illegal, right? That's got to be illegal. I mean, I think it is personally. That's fucked up. It was fucking creepy. I don't want to be voyeured on, dude. I already get people's third eye astral voyeuring me in my own home. I don't want fucking people actually literally fucking technology fucking real life creeping on me. But anyway, I assume it works similar to Infinite Order and how cell phone technology works, except the opposite way. It has to be because that's literally what the universe is. All right, it's just a bunch of tesseracts. Your consciousness is tesseracts. Your computer is a tesseract. What's tesseract? Damn. Omgbomber.com. Bomb Squad College, baby. I started a college because I feel like I'm so far ahead of like the baseline that which humans are at. I'm a human, and I know. So understanding tesseracts, scalar, obelisks, diviner, teragenesis, 4D and 5D. It's probably one of the most advanced things. Like in 10 minutes, I teach you tesseracts, scalars, obelisks, diviner, teragenesis, and 4 and 5D. And it's all logistical. None of this is like theoretical spiritual stuff. This is all scientific stuff, except maybe teragenesis and the diviner. Those are, I mean, those things are from a TV show. It's from the Marvel universe, actually. Like we use obelisks, we use scalar, we use tesseracts. The diviner, I mean, that's kind of like that's a Marvel thing. Teragenesis, that's a Marvel thing. But 4 and 5D, those are not Marvel things. So if you go here, you learn about tesseracts, scalar, obelisk, that kind of stuff. Ta-da! You'll be smarter every day. But anyway, Tesseract Plex is really what a Tesseract kind of is in the first place. It's like a whole bunch of like square, not necessarily a perfect square, but square vector operating systems. All right. Now, let's assume that these beams are this far away, right? In light. They're probably closer as well. And think about this. This is how many miles of data they have. If they are 1 quadrillion miles away from us, they can have 175 million miles of computation space. For the light, that's 1 quadrillion. And now here's what you might not understand. It's called redundancy. Every second, like let's say you're 1 quadrillion away, not the 1.1, right? You're 1 quadrillion away. That's your farthest operating tesseract position, right? The decoherent redundancy will hit every time you do something. It decoheres in this radioactive ball where it's traveling at the speed of light. It's traveling at the speed of sound. It's traveling everywhere in between that as well. Because light is bouncing off of every little thing over and over and over and over and over and over. So a tesseract that's 1 quadrillion miles away can watch the same thing that happened infinite times over and over and over and over and over on a new light wave spectrum. And it doesn't have to be a light wave. It can be a graviton wave spectrum. Graviton wave spectrums are going to be lower kinetic energy as well, which can be corrupted easier. And it's going to be lower mass, which is also going to be corrupted easier. So if you're running a graviton voyeuring tesseract, you're actually going to be using a redundant graviton voyeuring tesseract instead, because it's going to watch in multiple different graviton mass layers, right? And it's going to render the average, and then you're going to watch the average picture that you're trying to point and permutate a 2D film, right? It's going to be a 3D film technically. It's going to be 2D plus space, right? Plus square vector, right? And as you move through it, it goes frame, right? So it's technically 3D, right? It's saving a 3D image in 4D operation. It's going to save it in 4D operation because it needs to be redundant. Now, nobody's stupid, so everybody's going to run 5D operation, because if your 4D operation goes kaput, then you're going to get a blue screen of death, and you're like, dude, I'm an ancient fucking alien with fucking paragenesis, and I got blue screened, bro. Fucking Bill Gates. Bro, I'm an ancient alien, and I'm getting blue screen because I forgot the 5D, my 4D. All right. And everybody says, fuck you, Will. fuck you. Fuck you, Will. You a piece of shit. Wake the fuck up. This ain't China, bitch. This is America. I don't know what that means, actually. Chinese, please don't hurt me. All right, I'm already fighting terror for us all. All right. And that shit ain't free for them. All right, all right. Now let's see. Okay. Dude, let's talk about Andromeda Galaxy. Andromeda Galaxy is 200. Oh, okay, look at this. It said 2.5 million light years away. You know how fucking far that is, bitch? In order to communicate with Andromeda, you need so much fucking accuracy and energy and redundancy. It's insane, dude. You have to be so fucking ordered. Okay, don't get confused now. A minute ago, I was like, we all know. If you're a Logictron, your brain's just like, oh, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Put the idea down. It only works the one way. It doesn't work that way. It only works the way of truth. All right? We all know the way it works. What's the way it works? That means it's the distance of 2.5 million light years is 2.5 million times the distance in which light travels a year. Obviously. We all know that. That's easy. And if light's traveling almost 190,000 miles an hour, or miles per second times 60 times 24 times 365.25, times 2.5 million. That's just billion, trillion, quadrillion, almost 15, whatever the thing is after quadrillion. Wait. Billion, trillion, quadrillion. Dude, man. 15,000 quadrillion. 15 quadrillion miles. Dude, that's only. Do you understand that our light wave decryption technology is at 27 billion light years old? Our light wave decrypting protocols are at 27 billion light years now. 27 billion, dude. Andromeda is only like a little fucking bit away from us. It's next door compared to our light wave decryption. Once you get to light wave decryption, you can start scalar geometrical angular like triangulation. Okay, once you get to that, then you go to quantum computing and you aim it at that some bitch. What's quantum computing? It's graviton computing. Basically, okay, here we go. This one, Omgbomber.com. This one is on here too. Somewhere. It's right here. I got it. Quantum entanglement 2.0. It's basically the second theory of quantum entanglement. This one's super important to know. If you don't know that one, you're behind the times. Quantum entanglement 2 theory is how we're using quantum computing. We're basically trying to find like the next neutrino. Now, hold up here though. Watch this. Watch this. Smallest fundamental ingredient in the universe. What year did we find it? 1930. Neutrino.
According to livescience.com, a Planck length is 1. 6 times 10 to the power of negative 35 meters, an incomprehensibly small scale that is implicated
Okay,
in various aspects
that's
of
not what I
physics.
said though. I said fundamental ingredient. That's not a fundamental ingredient. That's a fundamental measurement. Fundamental ingredient in the universe. Dude, a Planck, dude. Oh, the Planck. Somebody at my work said the pirates make you walk the plank of time. The smallest plank of time. Oh boy, that's funny shit. All right. Well, the problem with pirates being able to make you walk the smallest fundamental plank of time is that you renounce infinite particles per second. And yeah, it's infinite because of graviton theory. Basically, like they can try to equilibrium kill you or alternate you, but you're still going to renounce infinite particles per second, and you're probably going to remain roughly the same size and have the same exact multiplayer universe. It's just more so that a lower dimensional source is banning you from that source, and then they're like making like religious universal slander and just saying that they're doing the thing that they're doing. But anyway, besides the point. What year did we find the smallest particle?
1932. According to ScienceABC.com, Rutherford explained this by suggesting a new elementary particle, slightly heavier than a proton but electrically neutral, and his speculation became a reality when James Chadwick discovered this laconic particle, the neutron,
Electrically.
in 1932.
Oh, I'm jizzing right now because of graviton. Electrically neutral means that the gravitons aren't shooting, around to try and pull things in. Okay, we're going to go back here again. Omgbomber.com. Boom! Black holes 2. A lot of you think black holes are sucking things in. The stars are shooting shit into the black holes. There's no such thing as sucking things in. That's not a real thing. You can't suck things in. That's literally not a real thing. No, you can't suck things in, boys. What you can do is you can spend energy and shoot things out. Or spend the least amount of energy, right? And the things that are naturally going to get shot out of you, do things far away from you. That which suggests that energy and mass will come to you because you're already getting shot energy and mass at you in the first place. Then how are we immortal? Because of infinitely smaller scale alternation. We can scale the universe and here's how it works. We already are doing it. We're living in graviton state, meaning every single moment we're renouncing previous states of the universe. Constantly getting smaller, always staying alive. How do we switch bodies? That's just avatar science, dude. Like, you just surround your soul with a colossus. Colossus science. Like, everything is a colossus. Like, if you're your soul, you're, like, probably in the weakest state. Like, I don't know anybody that's your soul. Like, that's weird. Nobody does that. All right. Black Hole 2. This is a good video. That's why I made these videos as resources to keep up with my, you motherfucking bitches out there. Okay, I'm sorry, boy. I'm sorry, viewers. I love you. but some of you are bitches. All right, look around. All right, all right. Everybody looking around. You probably saw at least one bitch. Somebody out there in the audience is a bitch. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not talking about a female dog either, or a woman. All right, I'm nice to my ladies. All right, even the evil ones. I taught an evil lady today. Shouldn't call her a lady. More like an evil witch. No offense, no offense. I taught an evil witch, maybe even two evil witches today. Auric science. I taught them actually. I taught them light star, solar hacking. Light star is where you like consider everybody into the equation. Release your aura in a type of way that which is beneficial for the gravity around you to come back to you in a positive, beneficial way to you and others. So you're not like trying to take over other people's vectors and shit, and like fuck with other people's auras with your intent. Are they going to use it? I mean, they're probably already doing terrorism, to be honest. So, I mean, what? Let me tell you something. In America, if somebody does bioterrorism, whether it's with your mind or not, you have the rights to kill them on the spot. And get this. I know it sounds fucked up, but like, the worst thing you got is equilibrium killing them anyway. Like, if somebody does terrorism, you kill them on the spot. The next thing you do is you go to the police station and go, I want a military court. And then only claim that you killed them for counterterrorism reasons. All right, I'm not trying to like embed you into being a murderer, or I'm not trying to aid and abet murderers. I'm saying if they actually do terrorism, dude, if they're literally doing bioterrorism, meaning causing pain, doing harm, attacking people, psychic terror, mind washing, brigadiering dark army shit, this kind of stuff, you can arrest them. You can literally abduct them, put them in your trunk, bring them to the FBI. And it's all legal. It's all Gucci, baby. And if anybody says anything at the FBI or the police station, you just go, if you want to investigate me, I want a military investigation for counterterrorism because I suspected they were doing felonies or terrorism. And that's literally your rights, dude. That's actually literally your rights. Pretty crazy. Now, you never really have to kill somebody either. I'm just saying you can always arrest them. If they're doing these things, you can just arrest them and just bring them in. I know it sounds crazy, dude, but people are literally freelance bounty hunters. Like Dog the Bounty Hunter, dude, that guy didn't get like elected to be Dog the Bounty Hunter. He's like, I'm a fucking bounty hunter now, bitch. I'm a tough ass motherfucker. I'm going out there. Give me a bounty. You pay me money, I bring them in. The end. He didn't just fall over. Whoops, I'm a bounty hunter. No, he's like, the cameras didn't roll up to him and go and get the guy. No, he was like, cameras, come to me. I am Dog the Bounty Hunter, and I will capture. I will get them. I will get the bad guys. Dog, the big bad dog. Yeah, I'm thinking about being a bounty hunter. You know, might as well, right? Fuck it. Just do my own bounty hunting. I don't give a fuck. I just roll up. I don't even need a gun, dude. I'll just fucking tackle them. I don't know. I'll be just like chilling, just tackle them. You know, I could do bounty hunting live streams, dude. I would too, dude. I would. I swear to God. I swear to God, dude. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, get this. If you want a bounty hunt with me, get at me in the private messages, bro. I'm not even playing. I'm not even playing. I will literally do a bounty hunting live stream. I will fucking hunt a bounty. I will literally hunt a bounty. Not playing. Nah, dude. No, I don't think you understand, dude. I don't think y'all are. You're not thinking where I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking I'm gonna roll up in there, use alien fucking ancient magic, just paralyze them, hack them. They're literally not even gonna be able to move. They're just gonna not even be able to think. They're gonna be like, I want to be arrested by these guys. Like, I've just been on the run for too long, you know? Like that. Those are the kind of thing I'm gonna literally just force them into thinking these things and compliance because they're already on the run, bro. Right? So I can totally use telepathy on them, right? That's legal, right? Is bioterrorism okay when you're like? I guess it's not. Is it bioterrorism if I'm like? It's only bioterrorism if it's pain, right? And violence. It's not bioterrorism if it's like a legal thing. Like, hey, you should follow the law and let these guys arrest you. That's legal, right? You can shoot people with those ideas. That's legal. I'm pretty sure, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. Nope. I don't think anybody's against me right now. Everybody's with me. All right. Going once. Going twice. Married. All right. Married. You're in. You're all in the universe, all right? And I'm pretty sure that's legal in the first place. Because if you look it up, terrorism, intentional use of violence. We obviously know what intentional is. All right, but what is the actual clinical definition of violence, right? Okay. Physical force. Okay, that means like telepathy is physical force to cause harm to people. Okay, see, I'm not trying to harm them. I'm trying to just, you know, I'm trying to save people. I'm trying to get this guy into the rehabilitation program. Okay. People, property, animals, such as pain, injury, death, destruction, blah, 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 blah. Okay, get this. Neurotoxin. You need to understand what a neurotoxin is. And toxins. Okay, toxins. Toxins cause pain and disease and discomfort. So as they heat death, right? As they heat death, they're like a series of operations that are out of alignment that are going to cause reactions in ways that are painful. Man, pain's crazy, dude. What is pain in the first place, right? It's actually toxins, neurotoxins. Did you know that there is no such thing as pain without toxin? Apparently, not. I mean, this is one of the definitions I've read before. Is all pain is because of a neurotoxin stimuli, and it has to do with gravitons as well, and electrical pulses and light. So you're sensing. You have senses all over your body, and it'll send it straight to your central nervous system and brain, which is like your soul basically, or like at least like your proxy soul, your immediate soul, and relative to here, right? And a toxin is a version of pain. So your body can make toxins if it's out of alignment. Other people can make toxins and force them upon you. So when I say like telepathic bioterrorists, what they do is they make toxins with their mind and then throw them into your body and land them in there. All with dark stars around it too. So basically, what happens here is your body's like, I like good things. And you have like auras pushing out all the bad things and trying to shoot the bad things before it comes into your body here, right? So when somebody is like, I'm an evil genius, I'm going to make this toxin, right? It's a toxin. I'm going to shoot it at him. You're like, get that shit the fuck out of here, boy. I seen that coming all the way over here when you were thinking about it. Dumbass villain. He's like, I'm angry. How do I make this work? Ah! He makes a bunch of stars around the toxin. Not really stars, but like micro stars. And they're like shooting the toxin in, right? And he's like, oh, that's enough for 1 second. Throw it at him. And the auras are like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it feels great. You get to the fucking toxin ball. Pain alert. Pain alert. Pain alert. Toxin starts decohering. And then the pain goes away. And the guy's like, ha ha. I made you feel pain. One thing I know is there's such thing as infinite pain. All right. Now, let me tell you something. Angels have no pain. Woo! Some golden shit. So, the whole idea here in this quote right here, right, is that we're driving colossuses and they're like our armor around our soul. And our soul is our weakest point. And the idea of angels have no pain, as far as I've read, is that it's like a thing that they own. Like they have no pain. Not angels feel no pain. That's not a real thing. Nobody no there's like when I say angels feel no pain, physical pain. Because they are not physical by nature. Meaning they're illogical upper dimensional operations that you can't shoot. I'm pretty sure is what Luke is quoting right here. Because they're not physical by nature. Unless he means that they're not actually conscious beings like us, unless they're like archetypes, where they're things that are doing things that are archetypes, like blueprints, like an artificial intelligence or something similar like that. He could also be saying that. But immortal spirit beings. Boom. Can assume visible or even physical form. And as far as I've read in Akashic, is that angels are not supposed to be perceivable in physical form. They're supposed to be in a state of gray dark matter, doing anonymous edits to our form and watching us. But archangels can be a human and literally live all lifelong as a human whenever they want, on and off whenever they want, and come and go. Archangels are probably going to be on World Obelisk or Universe Obelisk, where they can just go anywhere in the universe whenever they want, however they want. But an angel can pretty much have almost anything that they want as well. So I'm pretty sure they can just get or earn, achieve, whatever it is, like a body, and just kind of give up on being an angel and just be a human. Because hear me out, an archangel is like a Jedi. Let me show you this. All right, it's kind of like the Andromeda thing earlier. All right, you're like operating in infinitely high energy states all around Earth. Earth's like here, and you can just and it's this is like the observable universe or whatever, right? You're outside of that somewhere wherever, right? You're coming on in. You're moving your body around, right, as an archangel. And here's the thing: is because this is outside of the visible universe, you can just do angel work like over here while you're right here. You can be like anywhere on the planet and you can just do angel work because you're not your soul's out here, right? It's like all around. And you're like renouncing 99% of it, right? You're watching this and then sometimes like something comes here and it's like, "Hey, um bro, I'm having a problem over here. Jim Bob is like trying to shoot us." And then he's like, "Whoop." And he's like, "All right. Hey, have a good one, dude. I teleported him out of there. I told him to go home and he's gonna bring his weapon back home and he's gonna go to sleep. All right, have a good one." This guy didn't really do that. He kind of just was like praying to God or something, and God was like, "Here you go, Archangel, have fun." But yeah, angels have no pain. Uh, yeah, you need to watch more fucking shit because angels have and don't have no pain. They got both. They got both. They're out here fighting to the death in some channelings. I'll call them channelings, and it seems true too. Like they're fighting to the death, like combat shit. Like where they're like, literally, they get in an argument and they're like, "No, this is the way the world's gonna work, or this is the way this place is gonna work." Wherever it is, they're fighting to the death, and they don't even have pain on. They stab another person, and they have an orgasm, dude, and they just like they die orgasming. They're like, "Oh, this feels great to die." But oh, you won, and I suppose it's the most beautiful thing ever that you won because you were righteous, but so was I, and you were just a little bit more righteous this time. And they're just loving it. But then at the same time, like there's like archangels that are like fighting demons, and they literally like just with ease dispel them a lot of times. But then other times they're fighting demons where it's like you're force fucking wrecking them and they're attacking back and the angel is actually feeling pain or having negative emotions. And where's that scene? You know, I've seen it all over the place. I see it in like domination. All right. Now, domination might not be like, oh, this is the pinnacle of religious, you know, knowledge, but there is archangels. There's like Gabriel and another one that I will call out. I, to me, he would be an archangel, and I call him Cliff, and I do believe he's an archangel, and he's one of the main characters in Domination. And he's kind of not exactly well known, but I think I see him all over the place, and I know that he's an archangel. TV show. There we go. Are you kidding me, dude? How is this the most freaking hard thing to find any data on at all in the whole universe right now? I'm not gonna. Yeah, I ain't saying nothing. All right, this is all classified. This part is classified. This domination part. Just because people's identities don't want to get revealed. But anyway, domination has a lot of angel stuff in here. It's like where angels have to remain secret and keep magic secret from the humans. Or the humans will hunt them sometimes too. because angels are huntable apparently. All right, let's see here. What you know about that?
Haha, yes. Your reputation precedes you, friend.
Oh yeah.
Use that well, friend.
Okay, hear me out. I was way non-Claire human, and I worked really hard in life. I studied really hard. Studied really hard. The universe. Every night I'd be thinking about the universe and what it is. I'd constantly be thinking about it. I earned Archangel after like 28, 30 years of my life. Something like that. 28 to 30 years. Okay, Archangel is like the highest rank, highest honors. Think about what I'm doing here on my channel, dude. I'm giving you a college education. I'm giving you college theoretical physics that literally some colleges don't even publish yet, unless they're like super, super on the low. Physics and science that which literally you can't even buy. Dude, you can't even buy it. Some people, they're not even selling it in some places. Many places, especially community colleges. It's just not a real thing. Like, you can't get this kind of education for the, especially for the price, dude. I go straight to synapsing it. I go straight to the reasons why you won't know. I go straight to the things that are going to get your brain to click into the, you know, into the mode in order to perceive and gain the wisdoms and the logics. Because, like, I'm trying to teach logic. I'm trying to teach logic, and it's free, dude. Free. Your time. All it is your time. You pay with time. And maybe an advertisement here and there. All right? I gotta buy food, okay? Shit. More like I gotta get pirated and not get any food with my fucking pirated shit. Dude, I used to be a partner. Shit. All right, all right. Dude, somebody's trying to critique me for knowing the law. A minute ago, I said that if somebody's doing terrorism, you can just kill them right there. That puts a humongous damper on Dark Army logistics and terrorism. Do not believe that you can't do that. In fact, they went as far as doppelganging the FBI in order to try and mind wash that you are not allowed to do that when you legally are allowed to do that. If somebody is guilty of terrorism, you can kill them on the spot at the end, no matter what. That's the law. On the spot, dude. In Kansas City, somebody shot somebody and killed somebody at the Super Bowl parade this year. That guy could have been shot and killed immediately on the spot. First bullet. Not only first bullet, I don't know. He probably could have been shot and killed just for raising the gun up at people. Because that is terrorism. That's a version of terrorism, my dude. That's a version of terrorism in which gives the citizen the power in order to pull out their gun and kill you. Before the first bullet. Now, when there's war crimes that are called like before the first bullet, all right, that's totally different. This is peace town. You shoot the first bullet, you're in terror. The end. You're a terrorist. The end. All right, you raise the gun and you're a terrorist. The end. Now I'd probably try not to kill the person right away, but I'm pretty sure that you are legal. Not even pretty sure. I mean, I know the law, my dude. I know the law. In war, you can't do it. Which is crazy. Crazy, right? They gotta shoot the first bullet, and you know that's the enemy? But I guess not, though, because there's just people that look like the enemy. Walking around in war zones. Not gonna shoot. Just chilling. Okay, so Dark Army and terrorists are gonna also try and mind wash that terrorism isn't like a small thing. Watch this. Terrorism isn't anything other than a lawful use of intentional violence. I know that sounds fucked up, but the use of physical force to harm people, pain, injury, death, damage. Yes, dude. I know you guys are getting crazy right now. You guys with your pro-terrorism nonsense. No, it's not liberal. It's not liberal. It's anti-liberal. You're trying to put us in tyranny to terrorize us. If you are not on my side right now, you're trying to put us in a tyranny-based, anti-liberal, terror-based ecosystem in which people that do terrorism first win. And that's not how it goes. People that do terrorism first lose their entire life. Terrorists are not allowed to have a dollar. You can't be a land-owning citizen as a terrorist. You can't. You can't. Watch this. All right, the short term here is no. All right. It's probably not going to say that because terrorism is actually a felony. So it's actually past a felony. A felon can own property. The right to own property is protected by the Constitution, and it cannot be taken away solely based off a person's criminal record. What? Where are you getting this data from? Felonsguide.com. I think that might be a little bit biased, don't you think? Felonsguide.com, where it's like, hey, I'm a felon, guys, and I need a guide for that. In some circumstances, but not always, convicted felons may have some of their civil rights restricted. This will depend on state law, which may vary. For example, some states restrict the rights to vote on convicted felons, to possess firearms, and then watch this. It's going to say, or even body armor. Certain felons can't have employment. Certain felons can't drive. Certain felons can't have children. Can't visit their children. Okay, so it's different each felony. But at the same time, too, it says that you can just arrest whoever you want. That's a that you think is a felony. Rent or lease property. Dude, it doesn't say if felons can own property. It says in the short answer is yes. Why does it say the short answer is yes? They can inherit it. The, they can rent and lease. Yeah, good luck getting that from my landlords. Hell no, dude. My landlords are like, bro, you need like a 750 credit score, a job, a fucking car, a life. You can't even look like a freaking drug addict. You're not even allowed to look like one. You gotta be able to. You gotta be able to do a lot of fucking shit to live where I live. A lot of restrictions. All right. Well, that says Felon's Guide. I'm not believing in something that's called felonsguide.com, dude. That's literally like, hey, I'm a felon and I'm like doing things in America and I'm succeeding, so I'm gonna fucking make a blog about it and just probably spew propaganda. The lawdictionary.com. This seems like a non-biased source.
Be safe, all right? What do you need, friend? Goodbye.
All right, all right. We're gonna go to Google. Can't get a real estate license on certain convictions. I mean, obviously, terrorism is one of the worst convictions. So you can't sell houses to people. Why doesn't it just get straight to the point? Why is it so ambiguous? I'm pretty sure that it's like a 50-50 thing where it's like there's a lot of felonies where it's like, dude, I had $25,000 of acid, and now I have a felony. My life's ruined, and I want to go to felon rehabilitation and get all my rights back. But you pretty much lose almost everything, and then you get like these small things back, like being able to own a home, where normally you don't have that. Because I'm pretty sure normally a felon has zero rights to own land in America. Like I've looked at buying houses, and I've looked at bidding on houses to the state government, and they're like, we will not even sell it to you if you're a felon, no matter what. They're just like, nope, this entire county, you can't buy any land in our entire jurisdiction if you're a felon in the end. So yeah, I don't know where it's saying a convicted felon. Eventually, okay, so a felon has a house, gets a felony, gets convicted. Well, the idea is that it's going to be owned by the government right then and there, and the local county is going to be in charge of auctioning it off for the amount of the taxes on the lot after 2 years. So it's going to go 2 years. Well, most counties are like this because it's mostly like a state thing, and almost all states are running off the same exact thing. It's usually 2 years. So 2 years of unpaid taxes, in which if you're not allowed to legally own the home, they'll just put it up for like 1 or 2 years of taxes if they repossess a home, and then the bidding will start at like 1 or 2 years of taxes, and then the guy will just lose his home if he's a felon. And it's like, don't do a felony then. It's like one of those things where it's like you're going to be a homeless person because you attacked another person violently. You know, here's the thing too: is like Kansas City, Kansas City, shooting. 33 people were wounded in a mass shooting in Kansas City during the Super Bowl parade. I mean, that's like 30 minutes away from me. Okay, and I could have went there. I was just working that day, and I want to go to that place. That is lit. I don't want to go there and get shot. But what I'm trying to tell you is, there's a guy that tackled the motherfucking dude shooting them. All right. The situation is, if you literally go out and you start an aggravation, if you start shooting people, if you start attacking people, if you start hurting people, causing pain to people, annoying people, getting under their skin, annoying is just aggravation. I mean, once you pass annoyance, like annoyance, right? Aggravated assault is basically like one of the small. Watch this. Bing. Aggravated assault.
According to Wikipedia, aggravated assault. Aggravated assault is a violent crime that involves violence or the threat of violence. It is generally described as an intentional act that causes another person to fear imminent physical harm or injury.
All right. If you are literally stealing from somebody and then they beat you up, that's like an aggravated assault. Pretty much, if you do this and somebody was seriously stealing from you or like attacking you, trying to attack you, you're pretty much almost always going to get away with the aggravated assault. Now, if you literally hospitalize somebody, you're gonna get an aggravated assault. If you damage them beyond repair, right? They're gonna get you on an aggravated assault like right away, right? Now, terrorism though. Terrorism is what I'm getting a lot of people on nowadays. I'm getting people with the intentional use of violence and fear to achieve political or ideological gains. Usually it's political gains for like Team Darkness, yo, I'm on the Team Darkness, dog. No, that's not cool. You're a fucking retard. All right, you're literally throwing your life away because I'm literally a fucking tesseract that's recording everything no matter what. I don't give a fuck what you think. I know exactly who you are forever. There's no statute of limitations on terror. Like I can deep dive into your fucking whole fucking life. I don't give a fuck what planet or bodies you go to forever. It's world universal law, dude. Terrorism has zero statute of limitations. Like, what are the statute of limitations for terrorism? Patriot Act. All of them. You get all of the fucking limitations knotted. Like, you just have none, no limitations. Watch this. No statute of limitation crimes. Violent crimes. Yes, bioterrorism is a violent crime. Intentional forces upon a biological entity remotely with your mind, with your body, with anything, with any kind of mass, energy. I mean, it's a crime against humanity, too. It is a crime against humanity. We can look up what crime against humanity is. But it is these things. All right? Statute of limitations. No statute of limitations. That's what I'm looking for. There's more than this, too. Terrorism crimes. Or serious bodily injury. 2. Federal crimes. All federal crimes punishable by death. Dude, that one you have to understand all of these too. Every punishable by death crime, you have to avoid all of those or you have no statute of limitations forever. Capital crime.
A capital crime is a crime that is punishable by death. Capital crimes vary depending on the jurisdiction, but they usually include serious crimes against a person or the state, such as murder, treason, terrorism, espionage, and genocide. A capital
Terrorism.
crime is classified as such if the permissible punishment prescribed by the law for the offense is the death penalty.
So if you think you would go to court and had to plead guilty to everything that you did, and if you thought that that court would go, you are going to go to death sentence for this, you actually will never get away with it forever, no matter what. For eternity, it'll follow you around and catch up to you. You gotta, if you think that you even did one of these things, you gotta switch your role, bro. You gotta go straight the opposite direction and prove that you're worth something to the people and make it so that they don't want to kill you. All right. I don't seek victims. People that seek victims seek me. So I'm clear, dude. I'm good. I don't have the number one thing police look for: intent. The intent. I don't have the intent to stalk someone. That's the big one. I don't go out looking. All right. Capital crimes in the United States. This is a good one to memorize everything in here. I just want the list though. The list of things that are which a capital crime is. Because you know, a lot of people just want to say that. I shouldn't say a lot. A lot of cultists want to say there's nothing wrong unless it's murder. Okay, cultists say that. Cultists and dark, because cult isn't necessarily dark, right? Because some cults start out and then they end up being real, and then they end up being a religion. Okay, when I'm talking, when I use the word cult, I mean forever cult. It's never going to be a religion. That's what I mean. When I say a cult, I mean eternally, it'll never be a religion because a religion has to be holy. All religions have to be holy. All right, it's probably not going to get anything, but a religion has to be holy in nature. Okay, the divine or supernatural. Okay, it's divine and holy and it has to be righteous. It's not going to pass. People that try and pass unholy or dark cults and ways and worships that are dark and evil, pro-terrorism, they're considered cultish, and people go out and try and find people like that are, radicalizing these people, and they try and kill them for real. Like there's Dexter out there. Dexter goes out there and tries to stop these people from raising enough, forces, or at least capture them. It's, there's many ways to get rid of the cultists, terror cultists. Does a cult have to be unholy?
A group should not be considered a cult merely because of its unorthodox beliefs. It is typically authoritarian, headed by a person or group of people with near complete control of followers. Cult influence is designed to disrupt a person's authentic identity and replace it with a new identity.
All right. So what I'm trying to say is a cult does not necessarily have to be unholy. Is so true. That's what it means. It doesn't have to be unholy, but what I'm trying to say is a forever cult is probably unholy because it can't become a religion because it's not meeting the prerequisites of religion. Right? So when I'm saying like the word cult, I really do. I mean like the opposite of religion. Like we built our laws off of religion. We built our laws off of the ancient transcriptions of the Bible, not the modern transcriptions, the ancient ones. So the ancient transcriptions of the Bible are supposed to be pre-universal law of sin and consent. Sin versus consent. Obviously, sin is half of the things and consent is the other half. So our law is basically all around that. So it's all about intent, sin, and consent. All right? Super simple. Super simple. Capital punishment. Let's look at the capital crimes. Murder for hire. Dude, I have literally people in my real life that which are doing murder for hire. And we know it. This is a not everything that's capital crime, no statute of limitations. Remember, forever you're on the run to be killed if you do murder for hire. Dude, look, I'm pretty sure it's not even murder for hire. It's the entire act of murder for hire, meaning like if you are hiring somebody to murder for you, or if you are offering to people that you will murder for them. Dude, there used to be a list of stuff just like right away when you look this up. I don't know where it's all. Yeah, it's all getting fucking jacked up. Ooh, Bureau of Justice. So maybe we could just go to like FBI.gov. Right. Okay, so we're talking to somebody right now, and they're like, "I can cause heart disease upon you. Heart disease, or pain, heart pain. All the same thing here. I can do that upon you." And then they're like, "Is that terrorism?" I'm like, "Yes, of course it is, because it's an intentional act of violence. That violence right here, hurt, hurt. You go here, such as pain. Again, it's an intentional act of violence, such as pain. Of course, it's terrorism. The end. It's right there, right in the definitions online, easily accessible. Then we're like, okay, this one witch is like, no, it's not terrorism. And we're like, okay, how much pain can I cast then on you? And they're like, unlimited. And I'm like, no, it's not the definition. You don't get that. It's right here, right in front of me. It says any amount of pain at all. And it has to do with intent. If you have the intent, intentional, intent, violence, pain. It's right there. Intent to cause pain is terrorism. The end. No matter what. No matter what. Terrorism. I mean, this isn't like, oh, we get to do bowling and it's high school. Like in high school, totally different rules. Kids need to grow up and they need to be taken care of. And kids that are caught doing, intent to pain, they need to be handled a little bit differently, like juvenile versus full crime. Let's kill our children right away because they didn't know the law. I mean, they deserve a fair start and they deserve to grow up and learn the law. But as an adult, you're expected to know that terrorism is a capital crime. Domestic terrorism as a criminal acts in the United States defined as dangerous to human life. So anything that causes pain is obviously disease. Disease upon somebody is obviously putting their particle alignment out of alignment, in which is going to cause repair, which is going to cause a siphoning of life force. All right. But anyway. See, here's the thing too is can terrorists own land? Can a terrorist own land in the United States?
According to Congress.gov, United States, the felony proscriptions which apply within the special maritime and territorial jurisdiction of the United States, 18 U.S. circa 3261 to 3267.
Oh, great. Thanks for reading that for me. I have no idea what that means, but whatever. I'm pretty sure they can't. Terrorism is like one of the worst things that, I mean, we're currently at war with it. We're at war against terrorism. So I don't see why we would go, hey, the thing we're literally warring, because we're not actually warring somebody, we're warring a whole bunch of people that are pro-terrorist. We're at a war against terrorism, which is a bunch of groups that are radicalist and pro-terrorism. They think that their version of liberal and freedom is that they can do terrorism, and we say, no, you can't. You can't pick on us. You can't do it endlessly. No, we have the rights to kill you. Right? All right, so look at this. This is kind of what I expect from America to say. Instead of answering the question, we're just going to use a different sentence. We're going to go, terrorists are subject to criminal prosecution under the American law, even if the acts occur outside of the United States. That is true. That is true. You actually can't do terrorism on Earth, not in international waters, and you can't even do it in space. If you do it anywhere, you're breaking United States law. And that's not us extraditing. That's not us extraditing. That's human rights law enforcement. That's being allied with the United Nations. United Nations has anti-terrorism as one of their biggest agendas. And terrorism is basically just causing pain and violence and torture and killing and destruction and damage, stuff like that. United Nations preamble. We have the right not to be tortured into pain and disease and stuff like that. So if you think that you have to cause pain and disease, you don't. Instead, we have other ways of curing ourselves without pain and disease. And that's the whole idea of no pain, no gain. That's not real, dude. That's fake. Like, that just means work out harder by yourself alone. Not, I get to beat you up harder. Like, that's weird. You know, that's a fighter mentality for being in the ring. You know, I'm not going in the ring. Like, we're not going in the ring here. But anyway, United Nations preamble. If you have any problems with what I'm saying, go read the United Nations preamble. That's all of Earth. Earth and its rights. Where is it? This is not the United Nations preamble. 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 This might be. This is. But I thought there was like 32. Pretty sure there's more than this. This might be old. I think the current website is down. When I just clicked on it, I'm pretty sure that if you go to un.gov and look for the preamble, which is right here. Oh, this is just chapter 1, article 1-2. Oh yeah, here it is. It's all of these. It is this. Every single one of these. Yeah, it's humongous. It's absolutely humongous. It's so much to read in on that state our worldly rights everywhere on the world as a human. These are human rights, and I'm pretty sure they operate in our um, orbit as well. So, like, if you go to the moon and pretty much everywhere in between the moon, you still have the same human rights. As long as you're within the orbit of Earth, you're protected by the United Nations human rights. But yep, there you go. Read this. Damn. The right to assembly, dude. General assembly. That's what this place. That's what really like. I keep talking about lower dimensional multiplayer code. Basically, we're all in this multiplayer reality in a lower dimensional space, so we can figure it out logistically with our operation. Even though it's upper dimensionally, it's infinity. It's made out of infinities. First of all, right. It's infinitely ordered. Second of all, what does that even mean? Infinitely ordered. It means like a whole bunch of work has to be done on matter to dispel its kinetic energy so it doesn't blow itself up. So you can even make a livable space in the first place. That's what we're doing here as humans. We're constantly reordering our living space to keep moving up and making more and more and more living space. Dude, this guy will, man, I gotta report this guy. I swear to God. Yep. Because this dude's in the same exact boat as everybody else that I just recently reported. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. All right. So I just wrote up a report on this guy, Will, for psychic terrorism. to the FBI. Um, he works here. Just in case, y'all think that you can hack this. This is going to be on multiple platforms, saved in infinite redundancy all across the world, decentralized, and you're not going to hack it. You know what I mean? Like, here's the address, my dude. Like, this is public. You know what I mean? Like, you work here and you do psychic terror. Eventually you gotta wake up. This is right on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, you go to YouTube, go to omgbomber.com. I mean, you gotta wake up. This is real life here. You got it one day. You gotta come to the. Oh, here's some Diablo episodes. Right here. It's gonna be here forever. Just in case, y'all think that you can hack this. This is gonna be on multiple platforms, saved in infinite redundancy all across the world, decentralized, and you're not gonna hack it. You know what I mean? Like, here's the address, my dude. Like, this is public. You know what I mean? Like, you work here and you do psychic terror. Yep, it's gang relative waterboarding, psychic terror. YouTube, you know what I mean? Like, you go to YouTube. We know you're in the gang. All right. It's not first grade. We knew it right away. We knew beforehand. Like, you're not secret. You're releasing gravitons infinitely much that you don't even know about yet. You haven't even researched how to redact yourself. You don't even know what redaction and encryption even is yet. Right here. It's gonna be here forever. All right. This is not made up. This is FBI, Federal Bureau of Government. Well, I live 30 minutes away from where I reported this. All right. On Google. You can't even take Google down. Like, how do you think that you're going to hack the federal government and Google? You can't even hack Google. All right. I'm on Google Fiber, dude. I'm live streaming this shit. Multiple platforms. Like, we're done. We're not playing you win the hacker game. Like we're going to kill your Dark Army group. We already win. We already win. We're winning here, too. I don't care how lower dimensional I have to go. We're going to win there. We're winning in the whole universe. I don't give a fuck. There's not this, like, hey, guys, where can I go do terrorism at? That's not a place. We don't have that. We right before your death, we have that. It's called right before your death. That's where you can do terrorism at. Submission successful. Green checkpoint. You see that? Submission successful. Yeah, and then Marston's like, "Don't worry, guys. I'm a psychic terrorize him today." Oh, okay. I already have the counter to that. I've had the counter to that like every night for a long time. Dude, back in the day, I used to watch Ice Poseidon all the time. He would do in real life live streams to like 14,000 plus viewers. This dude, Ice Poseidon, every single restaurant he goes to, the phones would just go off the hook. The manager would be always coming up like, "Yo, we got a phone call for you," and he's just like, "All right, I'm doing a live stream right now, and there's viewers watching. There's 14,000 viewers. Just unplug your phone for like half an hour, and then I'm gonna leave, and you'll go back to normal." All right, we understand that you want attention for your acts of violence and your misdemeanors and your terrorism and your felony attitudes. We understand that, but like, dude, we have people that are hungry to kill people like you in the United States government. You know what I mean? Like, if you are that, Go apply to the FBI right now. Like literally walk there. Fucking if you can't get there, like there's a FBI headquarters all around. Look for the closest FBI headquarters. Just walk there, dude. Go there and be like, I want to kill evil people for you. And they're gonna be like, you're in the right place. Let's go. Did you try the army yet? This is FBI. All right. Dude, let's get some of this going. It's... Yo, if you haven't logged into Black Desert Online for a while, today's the day to log in. I swear to God. In your challenge rewards, if you log in for 200 hours this month, which is literally just like 8 days, whoop-de-doo, and you have like 20 days left, you can get 27 billion. All right. And let me show you why. They made it so you can sell Jay's hammers. Jay's hammers are now for sale. Now, there might be 2,678 of them on sale at minimum price because literally everybody in the game has an alt for some reason because this game's friggin' free. It's not free, but like it has been free a lot for so many different reasons. They're like, hey, here's a free account if you type in your email address. Here's a free account if you win one. I don't even know if you have to win. If you play, Battle Royale one time, you get a free account. But bum. All right, guys. Hear me out. I'm gonna tell you why your source has no power over the universe. Every square vector has infinite square vectors inside of it. Now this is a square vector, okay? Let's do this better. Every square vector, right? Square, right? Really, I did cubed. Every cubed vector has infinite insides. Infinity. Guess what? If you roll this dice of infinity, guess what number you get? Infinity. It's on all 6 sides, dude. It doesn't matter. It's not rigged. It's just if you pick this square vector, right? There's still infinite square vectors inside of it. Why does that not make sense to you guys? How are you not understanding this? This right here means you can only have power over your equilibrium, meaning your schizophrenia. Get this. You can only quantify rules in the universe outside of this formula, that which we either all agree on in our vector, right? Like America, right? We're going to talk about America. America. Okay, watch this. America, inside of America, has American beliefs and American ideologies. If you don't share them and you say something that literally is not true to American beliefs and ideologies, you have schizophrenia. Okay, now let's take away from America and go back to the universe. In the universe, there's no such thing as schizophrenia. It's not even real. Unless you literally go against axioms and true. Like there's true and then there's false. False is schizophrenia. True is not. The end. Okay? That's it. That's all there is to it. So there's infinite square vectors in every square vector. And as if you figure out, let's say, 10 trillion samples of square vector phenotypes inside of square vectors, you have a 10 trillion sample idea of square vector phenotypes. If you order these into an operating system and literally try and look at that, no matter how much in control you are over your 10 trillion, there's still infinity. 10 trillion is 0% of infinity. It's not even 1%. It's not 100. It's not 99. It's 0. And why is it 0? Because it's infinity. Its natural state is infinity. That's the actual number. It's all of the infinities. Every single one of them, all at the same time. What's its actual state? That's totally different. Square vectors have actual states. Now, this is where it's going to get really fucked up. There's going to be mass, and then there's going to be no mass, and then there's going to be mass, and then inside of that no mass is going to be like a thing of mass, and then you're just going to start it all over again forever. You're just going to keep on going. And get this. If you do anything, it doesn't change, because that's a true thing. So at this point, we're going to do axiom law right now, because we have so much proof, it's just infinite. All right? This is a true thing. Meaning if you make a simulation and you go, this is the law and this is the way, and you are lower dimensional. If you believe that you can kill people for America, you are lower dimensional. No, that's not how it goes. You're not lower dimensional. That's in a 1 out of infinity source. And to be upper dimensional means to know all of America. This is why you guys are going down right now. America has rules. Inside of America, we have different places, different states, and different cities that have different rules. And they have different fines and problems and things that if you do things, different things happen. So if your source is 1 false out of infinity, and then 0 true out of infinity, then it's a completely lower dimensional source. If you go, hey, in America it's got rules, and I have them typed in perfectly, then you have 1 true out of infinity source, and then you have 0 false out of infinity source, which means, hey, I'm going to profit in America. And relative to America, I'm going to be able to upload the laws relative to the American infinityplex. I know this is going to start to seem really weird, but America has billions of citizens. And they're all doing things called equilibrium hacking. Meaning, like, we, like, hack your body because it's a computer of operations. I know you don't believe in this or understand this. A computer is made out of what you're made out of. Exactly the same thing. A tank is made out of your brain, and your brain is made out of a tank. They're in different matter states, but it doesn't matter, okay? It's all just the same thing. So if we shoot your brain computer with our aura, we're going to change your equilibrium out of the infinity. With infinity, by the way. So if you try and insurgency us with 1 false, and we're literally insurgencing you with 10 billion trues, right? Your 1 false is going to lose. That's why insurrection is not the play here, because you didn't even start to think about infinity plexing a vector dilemma. All right, nobody is God in the universe. We all are together at the same time. Every single conscious being, bug, plant, animal, living being, every single thing, all at once, all of it, every little being, all of it, each and every little piece, all of us at once, yay! Yay! Because get this, God is made out of the universe too, and is a conscious being of logic as well. So you have to remember this. I'm sick and tired of teaching people, college fucking level shit that I have to rewatch over and over and over. This is just on my fucking YouTube, dude. Just go to fucking YouTube. Literally, you know how many times I went to a place like Omgbomber.com and just went play all? That's only 50 videos, dude. It's 50 fucking videos. You literally can't fucking. It's not that much time. It literally is not that much time. And I'm pretty enlightening, okay? So if you're here, you can probably skip the squatters hacking my house, but everything else, dude, these are like short things. Skip this one. Know your rights to game. Dude, that one, I'm going to remove that one right now. This was just something I was promoting when I did it. It's kind of like the rights to game have to do with infinite equilibrium, knowing that you're publishing a video instead of a universe with 100% certainty, constantly casting something into the infinity where nothing is, to know that you're not accessing a universe of conscious sentience, to make sure that you are able to publish a video game that which you certainly have, intellectual property rights on, is a real thing. Like a video. I can pause a video. I can play a video. I know that this guy is not a real person in the moment. I know it's a video of a real person in a different moment. And video games go the next step where it's like, it isn't even a real person. It's just, digitized pixels and stuff like that. The right to game is real. Thank y'all for watching.
OMG.
Omgbomber out. I'm going to watch Walking Dead.